What is going on, Jeromes? It's time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. If you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you are wrong. How's it feel? So starting off as we always do, of course, we have the ass as a line. So if you're above the line, you're not ass. If you're below, you are ass. But starting off as we always do, disrespectfully at 32 and 33, you got the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers at the bottom. You got the Bears at 4 and 9. So the Packers, whatever. Like you literally had one job to help the Vikings out one time. Not scared about the Packers catching up to the Vikings, but whatever. They're 9 and 4 allegedly. The defense ain't stopping anyone. Jordan Love keeps giving away now. He's basically just Jay Cutler. That's it. Speaking of Jay Cutler, so got the Bears. Bears got stomped out in San Francisco. Even though the Niners have all the injuries in the world, it's just like whatever. But hey, bring it on Monday night. We got some payback. Y'all made the last game a little bit too close. So real close and then real smooth. I think the group next is from the Twin Cities. Pretty sure. I may have just made that up. Doesn't matter. But the Bears we're gonna whip somebody's ass and put the bearskin rug in front of the fireplace. Home for the holidays. Gonna be good. 31. Got the Jets. What a disaster. I feel so bad for Jets fans. I feel so bad for Gary V. Like Aaron Rodgers completely tanked this team for 2 years. Right? And it's a disaster. They need to move on. They need to clean house. Everyone needs to be fired. Everyone is fired. 30 got the Giants. Everyone needs to be fired here too. All right, so lost a near-run thing against the Saints. Shoulda, coulda, woulda won this game, but I mean, they're still in that number one spot in terms of the draft, and they're probably going to ruin Shedeur Sanders, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. 29. You got the Raiders. Hey, at least Desmond Ridder is going to take on his old team on Monday Night Football, which would be so great. But the Raiders fought the good fight. Came up a little bit short. I mean, they have a top draft selection as well, just behind the Giants in terms of draft ranking. So we'll see. Like, I feel like Cam Ward will be really good with the Raiders. Although, Shedeur and Vegas, maybe they fire Antonio Pierce and hire Dion. That'd be kind of great, actually. 28. Got the Titans down 2 spots, losing at home against the Jaguars. They had a shot late, but I don't know. Like, the Titans have showed a couple of nice flashes, but this is just a morose team. And, Callahan needs a lot of work to do. Rank Harthan has a lot of work to do. And they'll go from there. 27. You got the Patriots on bye. I like Drake May. Then they recently parted ways with our guy KJ Osborne. These young receivers are going to get a chance to flex a little bit. So, I mean, maybe the future won't be so bad with the Patriots. That defense needs to get back on track, though. 26, speaking of defense, going off track. So Zimmer and the Cowboys defense, maybe not so much. But, I mean, what can you really expect in this stage? I mean, you have Cooper Rush, and you still have Zeke Elliott getting carries. I don't like it. Also, Overshown went down with that horrifically bad knee injury. Hopefully he is back at some point. 25, got the Jaguars up 2 spots. Just keep throwing at Brian Thomas Jr. And also, can he get a damn target in the first half? How about that? But yeah, Mac Jones here. I mean, they're just playing out the string. I don't know why Doug hasn't been fired yet, so they get a jump start on the head coaching search. But 24. You got the Browns. They saved Jameis from pick sixes, but not game-ending interceptions. Right? In Cleveland, I think that Berry and Stefanski might get fired. But, I mean, this season has just been a disaster. The Deshaun early was terrible. I mean, this defense has got a couple times. And offensively, like, Jameis is high variance. They do have a couple decent playmakers. I think Judy looks like a keeper at this point. But, I don't know. 23, got the Colts on bye. No change here. I like Anthony Richardson. I think that he still could be developed into the future, but it's going to take a lot of work. 22, we got the Saints hold and serve, and who knows if it's going to be Haener or Rattler starting in place of Derek Carr, who got injured in this game. So, I don't know. But also, just see Darren Rizzi, interim head coach, just yelling at his punter. It's not leadership, man. You're just dressing him down on national TV. It's not good. You got the 49ers, again, back off the canvas. They got 5 billion injuries. Also, Isaiah Guerrero got hurt too, but they beat down the Bears. And hey, Niners in a couple weeks. If you want to beat the Lions too, go ahead. Go ahead. 20, you got the Falcons down 1 spot. I mean, Kurt looked good on that first drive. Then Diamond Dallas Turner popped him. The run game was looking good, but I don't know, like defensively, they got some studs, except they have some issues as well. And basically, their season can end in Las Vegas. If they fall to 6-8, basically they're going to be out of the NFC South race. And losing to Desmond Ridder would just be hilarious. I want it so bad. 19, you got the Cardinals. My Cardinals, man. So Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr. need to work on that back shoulder fade, man. Like once they get that, they'll be unstoppable. But I mean, they have talent, but they've had their opportunities. They haven't seized them. 18, you got the Texans on bye. I'm still mad at the Texans for giving away several games, especially that Lions game. Come on. Also, feels like C.J. Stroud has the yips, doesn't he? Like he's just having too many issues. 17, you got the Panthers. Actually, you know, screw it. I am moving the Panthers above the Astoza line. They have fought so hard as of late. They woulda, coulda, shoulda beat the Chiefs. Woulda, coulda, shoulda beat the Eagles. They've been tough, and they're favored for the first time in like 2 seasons as they host the Cowboys on Sunday, which is great. Bryce Young looking good. Our guy Adam Thielen doing the damn thing. It's pretty good. 16, you got the Bengals. So, hey, congratulations on your whatever win. Still 5-8 offensively. They can do things defensively, not so much. Jamar Chase is a stud. Hey, T. Higgins with my fantasy season online. 15, got the Dolphins up 1 spot. I mean, the Dolphins are inching towards relevancy at 6-7. They beat the Jets in overtime, keep their playoff dreams alive. Tyreek Hill got off the schneid. I mean, the Dolphins could be dangerous as long as they don't have to play in cold weather in the playoffs. 14, you got the Buccaneers. So, you know, they beat the Raiders, but, you know, dropped them a spot. It looks like they're going to potentially have control of the NFC South, depending on what happens this week, even though the Falcons have both the head-to-heads against them. 13, you got the Broncos on bye. I like, this pains me to say, I really like their defense. Well, actually, that doesn't pain me, but stupid-ass Sean Payton and Bo Nix, they're actually working pretty well together. Now, is it a little bit hyperbolic? The hype around Bo Nix, yes, still, but he's exceeded expectations, certainly. 12, got the Commies also on bye. Speaking of exceeding expectations, Jaden Daniels, the truth. Scary Terry is fantastic. Love the Commies. 11, you got the Chargers down 1 spot. Near run thing against the Chiefs. Easily could have won, but I think that Jim Harbaugh's got them playing great ball. They definitely need help at receiver, especially since Ladd McConkey got dinged up. But also Disley got dinged up too. Their tight end who's really stepped up. But they'll be ready to roll. Injury bug definitely crept up on the Chargers, but we'll see. 10, got the Seahawks up 2 spots, going on the road. Putting the bank thing on Arizona in the second time in 3 weeks. Geno's looking good. Zach Charbonnet doing the damn thing with Kenneth Walker out. And Jackson Smith and Jigba is really exploding into a star in this league. You love to see it. Although you love to see it this week, so they beat the Packers, but not next week. Next week they can be bad. 9, you got the Rams. The Rams could be a tank, man. If and when the Rams get into the playoffs, they could be trouble for someone. Probably the Eagles. Or the Lions. But bring that on. They win a massive shootout against the Bills. And it was a fun game to watch. Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold are the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFC right now. 8, you got the Ravens on bye. Rested, ready to go for the stretch run. I'm still, like, they're still good, except are they very good? I guess we'll find out. 7, you got the Chiefs down 1 spot. I don't know how they do it. And whether it's a missed field goal, whether it's a penalty, whether it's whatever, like, they always find a way to just, like, creep out these 1-score wins, and they get credit for it because they're the reigning defending champs multiple times, 3 out of the last 5 years. But at a certain point, it's like, this team is very fallible, and we'll see what happens this time of year. 6, you got the Ducks. I love my Ducks. 13-0, heading to the playoffs as the 1 seed, beat down Penn State in the Big Ten title game, which it's weird to say. Anyways, 5, got the Steelers getting it done at home against the Cleveland Browns. Jameis giving them a little bit of help, but that defense is going to be legit and could be the equalizer in the playoffs. 4, you got the Lions down 1 spot. Congratulations for barely surviving against the Packers at home. And also, this defense cannot stop a damn thing, which is going to cost them in the playoffs. 3, you got the Bills down 2 spots, near run thing against the Rams. Josh Allen, 6 freaking touchdowns. I won a fantasy match that I needed to win, and my opponent had Josh Allen. We survived by the skin of our teeth, man. But Josh Allen, Sam Darnold should be in the MVP conversation, but respect to Josh Allen. And also, Josh Allen one time against the Lions. Please, baby, please. Also, you got the Eagles. Hey, it's actually going to be fun because we Vikings fans can watch, since the Vikings play on Monday night, we can watch all the Sunday games with little stress. So Steelers beat the Eagles, Bills beat the Lions, and then the Packers lose to the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. Woo! Love to see that. Eagles struggled at home against Carolina. If Xavier Leggett catches that ball, they lose. So, I mean, they're fallible. I mean, the defense is I don't trust Jalen Hurts to throw a ball out of a piss-soaked paper bag right now. Saquon is the truth, but we'll see. Lastly, number one, what do you want? What do you want from me? Right. So the Vikings get that glorious beatdown that we wanted. Well, it was actually tied in the fourth quarter. Don't care. Does not matter. Does the final score reflect a 21-point win? I don't know. I can't see. I can see clearly now. My Asian's gone. Please. But the Vikings, Sling and Sam Darnold's playing as good as anyone in the National Football League right now. Justin friggin' Jefferson, Jordan Addison, 5 combined touchdowns. This offense is insane. Defensively, they got to start getting the blitz home, but we've seen what they can do at any given moment. That pass rush is a great equalizer. They can run the ball. Aaron Jones. This is a very dangerous football team, and we can be a wagon. Woo! That's right, man. But that's it. That's it. Week 15 NFL Power Rankings. The most accurate power rankings in University. If you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong. How's it feel? Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.